Hey, Chris here. After a tough week in the gym with lots of pull-ups and lots of people with ripped hands, I thought it would be a great time to go over how to make a grip out of athletic tape. After I show you how to make a grip, Brandy's going to go over some ways to take care of your hands after the fact. So, step one in making a grip is you're going to want to unroll the tape roughly from your fingertips down to your elbow. A little longer is okay. So tear there, and what we're going to do with the sticky side up is fold the tape in half, leaving a little bit of the adhesive exposed. So as you can see, the tape I folded over is about 1/8 of an inch from the edge, so there is some adhesive there. So what we're going to do is, with the adhesive in the middle, is we're going to fold it and connect the tape over the exposed adhesive. And at the top we're going to leave a little slot for your finger so that you can put it on your hand to use. The next piece of tape will be from the bottom of that hole to the end of the grip, and we're going to tear here. Alright, so start up at the top with the sticky side down and go right down the length of the grip. Alright, and this is going to be the part that's against your palm. Flip the grip over, and the last piece of tape we're going to use to make this is going to go from that slot again down to the bottom of the grip, sticky side down, and smooth it out nice and flat. And what you have now is a working grip. So this is what it looks like all finished. You've got the slot for your finger, and to wear, put your finger through. So wherever you've ripped, you're going to want this to be over it. And it'll stay nice and flat on your hand. And then to apply before a workout, you're going to want to let your hand lay as far back as you can move it, and this is where you're going to apply the tape. Because if you do it, you know, my hand straight up and down, and you apply the tape here nice and tight, now you have no flexibility in your wrist. So handstand push-ups or anything where you're going to have to flex your hand is not going to happen. So I like to stretch my hand back as far as possible and get the grip tight to my arm, and this would be what I'm going to do before I'm going to work out. You don't have to walk around the street with them. So get the tape on the bottom, get that wrist nice and flexed, and here's where you're going to wrap your wrist. So good, perfect flexibility, and now we've got a reusable grip. After a workout, remove the tape, and presto. So Brandy's going to go over how to take care of those ripped hands.
Alright you guys, a while back Dan actually did an awesome video showing how to take care of your hands and really try to prevent those rips from happening. I know some of you are newer and maybe haven't seen that video. So real quickly I'm going to go over some key things that you should have on hand to really have the best rip prevention and maintenance possible. One thing is the prep razor. These are at the gym. It's a surgical prep razor. You're not going to cut yourself. You want to use it to really try and get that skin or get those calluses shaved off to really prevent those rips from occurring. And I just recently did my hands, so I can't get a whole lot there, but that's the idea of how to use that. The thing I like even better are actually the cuticle nippers, and these allow you to just get in there and really clip that skin away. You could also use nail clippers too, but I think the nippers are a little bit easier since they have a pointed tip to them. So this is a good way to keep those calluses in check so that they don't get out of control, and that's actually what tears away when you're on the bar doing any type of bar work. If you do rip immediately following, I like to use something like a Neosporin. I like this one because it's a spray instead of the ointment with a lid. Makes it a lot easier when your hands are on fire. Wash your hands with cold water, not hot, so that it doesn't burn as much. Cold water with soap. Use something like a Neosporin. And then after the fact, when your hands are a little bit more healed, use something like a Eucerin or a thick cream to really keep those hands nice and soft. And again, that also helps prevent the cracking and the ongoing ripping that happens with your hands. And then your best friend of all is athletic tape, like Chris mentioned. Do your grips, have them available. Anytime you're going to have a pretty nasty workout, we're going to do a lot of bar work. Grips are awesome to have on hand. And also make sure you've got tape so you're not running back and forth to either go buy a roll or steal a roll from your friend when you're in the middle of a workout. If you want any of these items, you can get the tape and the prep razors at the gym. Anything else you can typically get at a drugstore or Target, something like that. If you want something quick and fast, I'm actually going to have these kits on sale at the gym. And along with it, there's a little piece of paper in here that talks about ways to prevent and maintain your prevent rips and maintain your hands, so that hopefully you don't rip as much in the future. So hopefully this is helpful information for you guys, and happy pull-ups.